Hello, it's Monday, February the 21st, and I'm John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
And I'm Scott Wilk, and welcome to Community News.
We've got some great events, weather, and other interests coming up, and a special announcement about Rockwood High School, so stay tuned to that. But first, Scott's got some information on President's Day.
That's right. Once again, it is another Monday, and it's another holiday. It is President's Day. Got some interesting facts for you about President's Day. First of all, it is officially Washington's birthday. It's celebrated the third Monday of February, and it's honoring all who served in the office of the President of the United States. It is a federal holiday, specifically honors George Washington, who is our first President of the United States. Also, it's Washington's birthday. It was actually celebrated February 22nd from 1879 to 1971. But until the Uniform Monday Holiday Act, which actually moved it to the third Monday of the month. So again, welcome to the show. Got an exciting package for Rockwood High School coming up, so stay tuned to that. But again, coming up first, we got our Things to Do, which is sponsored by nobody else than John.
Yeah, Things to Do sponsored by me, John Evans at the Evans Agency. And, if you're like me, you're not doing the same thing that you were doing when you started out working. And if you are doing the same thing, you're probably not doing it at the same place. So if you were doing that and you're participating in a retirement plan at your employer and you left that job, you got the question, what am I going to do with the money? Well, there's several things you can do. You can withdraw the money. You can keep it in your retirement plan at your former employer, or you can roll that over into an IRA. Now, there are times and situations when each one of those are the right thing to do. And if you would like to sit down and review things and decisions you've made in the past, and or want to review situations and things you're going to be making those decisions in the future, hey, come see me. I'm right down across the street from the park in Rockwood. Phone number is 865-354-1337, excuse me, and give me a call. Read those little words there with Securities America. They're my broker-dealer, one of the best group of people I ever worked with. And just come see me. And now we'll go straight into events. And once again, we have open ride at Roan State Community College. It's $5 a horse, $5 a rider. And it is President's Day. In honor of that, give Diane Cox a call. Let her know what your favorite president was and why.
That's right.
And I'm sure she'll be happy to hear from you.
She loves those phone calls.
She loves those phone calls. She does. And also we have a Bluegrass Jamming Session at the Bradbury Community Club again. That's 6 to 10, $2 admission. Call Marie, 865-458-3703. I think they have concessions there as well. Let us know if you go to that. It sounds like a lot of fun. And we have, in downtown Harriman, we have Food Truck Wednesdays. Now it's going to run from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Got a little bit both sides of the lunch hour. That's on the 400 block of Roan Street in the city of Harriman. Go down there on the 23rd and check that out.
Yeah, then after you eat there, you can go watch these guys dance around.
Dancing with the Stars live tour at the Knoxville Civic Auditorium and Coliseum. That's 8 p.m. Go to knoxvillecoliseum.com for tickets. I'm not a big fan of the dancing, but a lot of people are.
Yeah, and then here comes the circus there at Roan State.
Roan State as well, hosting the circus, and that is February 24th. That's Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. They're both arenas. Adults are $20. Kids under 14 are free. There's elephant rides, motorcycle, mayhem. I'm not sure about the mayhem and more.
That might be Diane.
That might be Diane. Mention that when you call her as well. Ask her what kind of mayhem they're going to have. But it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'll probably have to take Tom to that. It sounds like something he'd really enjoy.
And then coming up, it's Chili Day.
It's Chili Day. The fourth Thursday in February is always Chili Days. You can go to the list of nationaldays.com to find out other holidays. And if you can get somebody to take them seriously and you can get a day off work, more power to you, especially if you get to eat chili on that day. But here's a big one. On May 31st, Paul McCartney's going to be at the Thompson Bowling Arena, but they go on sale this Friday, the February 26th.
Yeah, and I say they're not going to last.
No, they're not going to last. They're going to go quick, and I'd say they are pretty up there price-wise.
Yeah, I looked. I think tickets start around $200 for the low end. That's probably the nosebleed. So,
Yeah. But I mean,
but if you're a fan,
of Paul McCartney and the Beatles and that sort of thing, man, and I'm sure it'll be a great show.
oh, I'm sure.
Check out Ticketmaster for those tickets.
Yeah, here's a good one. You got to go see the Ice Bears this week.
We did. We went up for the Wiener Dog races of friends, and we'll mention her in
We
later
got some
in
pictures
birthdays.
coming up later. Yeah.
But we had some friends that had access to one of those booths right down on the ice, and it was just a wonderful time. I suggest if you can, go to an Ice Bears game. There's 2 this week, one on the 25th and one on the 26th.
Yeah.
And if you go to a game, man, they don't let you rest. I mean, between periods, there's always something going on for the kids to do.
Yeah.
Always something on the big screen. People
Fun
dancing.
time.
Or,
If you haven't been to a hockey game, and it's family fun too.
Oh,
It's-
yeah, absolutely.
There's something for everybody. And then again, on the 26th there, that's Wizard Night I saw. So if you're into Harry Potter and all that wizardry stuff, go check
and you
it
dress
out.
up for the.
You can
for
dress
the,
up like a wizard, and they have one of those wizard game things. I don't remember what it's called. I'm not a big Harry Potter whatever, but whatever that wizard game is, check it out there on the website.
And even for your kids, I mean, it's a pretty safe thing. Under one of the sets of bleachers on the back, they had a little goal set up, and kids are over there with pucks, shooting the puck, and Tom went up and did that. So he told me he scored one, which was great.
So check that out. Also, if you're into the show tours.
Yeah, Rent, the play Rent is going to be, it's their 25th anniversary farewell tour at the Tennessee Theater, and they've got numerous shows, but you can go to TennesseeTheater.com for more information. That's the 25th through the 27th.
Yeah, multiple shows. Here's our farmers markets.
Our farmers markets, and I think we're coming up towards the end of the farmers markets, both the Oak Ridge one and at St. Mary's School Gym, and the Knoxville one at Market Square. We're a little unclear whether they're going to roll those into a spring farmers market, but we know the winter's farmers markets are going to come to a close within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, here's something interesting. Roane County High School.
Roane County High School Band is having their second annual mattress fundraiser from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Roane County High School. They're raising money for instruments, repair, and operational costs for their band. And they've got some really good prices on mattresses if you need one. I think their low end is $200.
I saw something like $200, yeah. It's for brand new. And those are new mattresses.
New mattresses, and geez, $200. Mattresses are expensive.
Yeah, I guess
So,
you got to have them. But
if you need one, hey, great time and great place to go find one.
check that out.
It's for a good cause. It'll help them out, and you got a good mattress to sleep on.
Hey, this goes kind of along with our music.
The Children's Museum of Oak Ridge, if you've not been there, go. It's a lot of fun. And they're having their International Festival. And that's on the 26th. And they're celebrating different cultures and people. And I believe they're even getting into some food there. So go to childrensmuseumofOakridge.org for more information. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, looks something else to do on the 26th.
So on the 26th also is the Southern Charm and Sweet Tea. It's at the venue in Lenore City. It's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They've got 40 plus boutique vendors and craftsmen. It's free to the public, so if you're in that neighborhood, stop in and see what they have.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on that day.
Absolutely.
Here's something else.
The Breakfast Club Music Concert, and that is 7 p.m. at the Princess Theater in Harriman. Advance tickets are $25, and you can go to roantourism.com for more information there. And I believe they're celebrating.
That's their 80s night.
Celebrating music from my youth.
Yeah.
Some would say misspent, but others would say well spent.
Yeah, that's some of my favorite music is the 80s. I love that. And that Breakfast Club movie is definitely
it's a classic.
Classic for sure. But here's, again, at Roane State.
Roane State, we're having the East Tennessee Ranch Horse Series clinic and show, and that's in both arenas, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and it's free for spectators. You can contact Michelle Turner on that. You leave Diane alone on this one.
Yep.
southeastranchhorse@gmail.com or 423-619-4467.
Yeah. Here's the Kingdom Heirs.
The Kingdom Heirs, and you've worked with these folks?
Yeah, I worked with them at Dollywood for quite a few years. They're good folks there.
And is it gospel music?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's on February the 27th. The Kingdom Heirs at the Princess Theater, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it's sponsored by the Midtown Volunteer Firefighters. And the doors open at 2, and I believe they're raising money for the volunteer firemen. You go to loantourism.com.
Or call any of those numbers.
Or any of those numbers on the bottom. Won't go through all of them, but give one of them a call and find out more information.
And there again, coming up later on, and actually not next week, but later on.
But things to plan for in the future. JR's Pro Rodeo will be back at Rome State Community College Expo Center. They're going to use both arenas this time. It's 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. on the 4th of March. I think I already said that, but call JR at 828-713-3006 or go to rometourism.com. JR is a character. You'll enjoy talking to him if you get a chance. He's a fun guy.
Awesome. And now that leads us into our sports segment, which actually sports is brought to you by the Tooth Fairy Treasures. Tooth Fairy Treasures, one of our newest sponsors, 5512 Harriman Highway in Oliver Springs. It's a little blue and white building. You can't miss it. If you're heading on your way from Harriman towards Oak Ridge, you'll see it there. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and also every other Saturday. Now, all of the proceeds that they have, they like to help out with dental procedures for poverty or uninsured folks.
Yeah,
so that is a very awesome service.
And we're not talking about cleanings and...
No, this is like serious stuff.
You got a bad tooth, they'll help you out with it.
And that's a great service. If you don't have dental coverage or something like that and you're in that kind of pain, there's really no worse pain. But no sports this week.
No sports this week.
But excited. We had a great week. I can't believe it's already been a week and so much has happened this week. But we are excited because we actually got to go out to Rockwood High School. We've got some new information about that. But Rockwood High School had a very special visitor, and we get to show you an exclusive story about that. So check this out. This week, Rockwood High School had a very special guest visiting the school.
She's the chief meteorologist at WVLT.
WVLT meteorologist Heather Haley was a guest in Mrs. Sword's Earth and Space Science class.
Really happy to be invited out to Rockwood. Love speaking with high school students in particular because they're at that age where they may pick the right college that helps them go down the right path that can affect their career. So some of their interests now, whether it be math and science, atmospheric, weather, all these different layers that they're learning about in their classes could ultimately be something that I help guide them down that path for their career choices.
Literally just minutes after being on the air,
Rockwood, your high today, 64. I'm going to be in Rockwood visiting the high school students there today.
Heather Haley headed to Rockwood High School. She says she loves these opportunities to personally meet people in all areas of East Tennessee because she has her own roots here.
One, I love exploring our area. I mean, I grew up in Knoxville, but there's still spots that maybe I didn't know about or hadn't seen for myself. So I love getting out in the different parts of our area and seeing it for myself, meeting the people. But then, of course, coming to schools is an added layer of really joy for me because I hope that I can help spark an interest for them or just let them know that I'm one of them. I'm just like them. So when they watch the news, they can say, hey, I've met her. I know her. She's just another mom or whatever it may be.
But there's much more at stake for this local meteorologist than just weather. She really hopes to encourage growth in even the smallest areas of East Tennessee.
I mean, growing up here, obviously I love East Tennessee, but now it has evolved. I want to see the communities grow. I want to see people invest in the community. I want to then turn around and invest in the people. You know, take personal time out, meet these kids, meet these schools, come to different organizations and speaking events because it is cyclical. I want to support them and hopefully they'll join us on the news and it can all just be one big story that we can kind of tell together.
Today, Heather gave a video presentation giving a behind-the-scenes look at what she does in the studio. Also, the many various other positions that make the news happen. She also gave the students advice on what steps they should take next towards their future.
I feel like we live in a time where our worlds feel small, even though they feel like they can see anything and everything they want from the internet, from the Instagram, from whatever. But they're very focused on just this one avenue, and there are so many doors out there that are open to them. So if they put the phone down or use the phone instead to look into different colleges and to look into different career paths and what these jobs really entail, that might actually get them to look beyond just what they think they know now.
Heather Haley truly loves what she does and says that even the tiniest moments can be so important at this time for students. And it's those moments that really make her want to help people.
I think a lot of people have kind of something that sparked their interest in weather. I always loved math and science. I remember my first rainbow on my parents' front porch in West Knoxville. I remember storms just like a lot of folks. I remember the blizzard of '93 very clearly. So those experiences obviously evolved into that fascination in weather and science. But now my career is more so evolved into how can I help people? As simple as, yes, teachers, you can have recess today. Parents, don't forget the jacket, but also safety. When I'm tracking severe storms and I'm in what we call wall-to-wall weather and I'm just on air for hours, I'm not just thinking about severe parameters. I'm thinking about people. Who lives in this area? What neighborhoods are being impacted? So I'm very hyper-focused on the people that everything affects.
Heather visits schools like Rockwood High School actually quite often. In fact, she visits schools from levels pre-K through college, as well as adult groups and events. But on this day, a young female student asked Heather how hard it was for a young female to get into a business that was still predominantly male. This is what she had to say.
Luckily, society, I feel like, has changed a lot in terms of not just trying to put women in certain boxes. There's still only about 25% of women in STEM fields, but hopefully they realize that number is growing and evolving. In my time here, I don't know that a female would have ever been a chief meteorologist in Knoxville, and luckily now that barrier has been broken down and I'm the first. But then they could be the second and the third and so on and so on. So now that that door is open to them, I hope they see it and explore it.
Heather not only informed the students about the ins and outs of the television business, but she also spent a lot of time encouraging students just to know that they have so many options open to them and it doesn't even have to relate to the weather.
There's so many different layers, especially at high school. I remember not feeling like one of the in crowd. I remember not feeling accepted. And we all learn one day how little all that matters, but it feels like such a big part of your world at that age. So I'm just hoping to help open up doors to them so they can see a path that maybe they otherwise couldn't see. So it may not necessarily be weather or science, but just know that there is a big world out there that is open to them if they're willing to pursue it.
Not far from here at all. We go camping in 10 miles.
Oh yeah, so once again, very thankful to Heather Haley for allowing us to be there that day. Thankful to Rockwood High School. So again, also Rockwood High School folks, if you want to see another version of that, another copy of that without all of this show, so that way you can share it. Of course, we encourage you to share our show with all your friends. But tomorrow, we will be posting both on the Small Town Network Facebook page and also the Small Town Network YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to that. But that will be a high-def copy of that package exclusively. So again, tomorrow, be looking out for that about noontime tomorrow on both our Facebook page and the YouTube page. But thank you again to all of the folks there at Rockwood High School. And again, John and I got to have a meeting there, and we have some exciting news to announce. So tell them about that, John.
Yeah, we had a great meeting with Miss Clemens and Miss Malakote, the principal there, and we reached out to them, and we really want to get the community involved in participating and have a way for them to get some information out about the school. So their journalism class will begin participating with us soon and producing segments about sports that are going on, students that excel in different areas. Any news they've got about the school, we're going to be able to find that right here on our channel and on our program.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. We're going to have multiple student reporters, and they will be doing that to help us get information out about the school, what's going on at the school events, school fundraisers. So that'll help us with that, but that'll also help the kids because it's going to be a part of their journalism class. So we're very, very excited about that. So thank you again to Heather Haley for allowing us to be out there exclusively this week, and thank you again to Rockwood High School.
Yeah, Miss Malakote has really been helpful, and Miss Clemens is going to be a big help to us in the future.
So
also.
Excited about that. Rockwood High School parents, students, share our page because you're going to be seeing a whole lot more about that. So speaking of Heather Haley, we're going to be heading into weather, which is brought to you by Shape Up.
Yeah, Shape Up bringing us weather again. It's a wonderful gym over there in the Big Lots and Tractor Supply Shopping Center. They have new classes starting up all the time with yoga and aerobics, great free weights. They have good machines that are really low impact and they're not hard on your joints and they're not going to really smooth. So they're good for folks that got a little age on them like me. And if you happen to be on a Medicare supplement or Medicare Advantage plan, there's a good chance that you can go there and your plan will pay for your dues. So please contact Ken or Mary, and their number right there is 865-466-3966. Call Shape Up and start getting in good shape and you're feeling a little better.
Yeah, excited about that. So once again, thank you to WBLT and thank you especially to Miss Heather Haley and all the weather crew there at WBLT Weather. We're always thankful to bring their information to you, but here's your upcoming week and it is going to be nasty. The temperatures aren't going to be so bad, at least until the weekend, but it's going to be rainy. It looks like all Monday, especially Tuesday, heavier risk there, but then another heavier risk again on Thursday, but it is going to be nasty. Here is a look at your weather radar, courtesy of WBLT. And as you can see, there's nothing there here locally, but there it is. If you zoom out, there's a little bit of it coming our way. So again, it's going to be a nasty week. But thank you again to all the folks at WBLT News and Weather. And if you haven't already, go ahead and download their apps. They have an awesome news app and a WBLT First Alert weather app.
Yeah, so, and if those things like the flood start, they're gonna notify you quick on that app.
Yeah, they have school closings, any type of information. They even have traffic alerts. I use that all the time when I'm traveling. We're going to be in Nashville coming up this week for the Country Radio Seminar, and I know the weather is going to be nasty for that as well. So we appreciate everybody at WVLT and excited about our Rockwood High School student reporter as well. So we had a great week with them. Now that heads us into our birthdays segment, which is brought to you by Bushel and a Peck.
Bushel and a Peck, great little boutique there on the corner of Rockwood Street and Front Street. Birthdays are coming up. It's a great time to go get somebody a gift. That's a good place for it. They have materials from a lot of different vendors and a lot of different craft producers around. Be a wonderful place to go.
Yeah, and they've got some special live events this week.
Yeah, they have a special one on Tuesday, the 22nd. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. And they're going to be highlighting some of their end of the month sales, and that includes 15 to 50% off some items.
Yeah, and they got some new items coming in March.
Yeah, in March they're going to have some fishing supplies and some new and gently used purses as well. And on Thursday they have another special live event. Is that right?
Yeah, with Hummingbird Laden featuring Kim Teague, and got some more information in our other events at the end of the show about that. But here is our birthdays. This is actually today.
We got Amy Karen Palmer, Eula Sperling, a good friend. Most of y'all know Eula. She knows most of y'all too as well.
Yeah, good friend of mine, Tim Fisher. His birthday is today. Happy birthday to Tim. Upcoming this week.
We have John Klein, Billy Anderson, son of our good friend Bill Anderson.
Yeah, a.k.a. Bougie.
Yeah, Charlie Potts, Tammy Atkinson, Janice Passions, Rusty Pogue, Brandy Poe, Danielle Honeycutt, Helen Long Sperling, Grayson Plemons.
Yeah.
Darling Christmas Murray, wife of a good friend of mine, Murph Murray, worked for him for years. Any of y'all want some good stories about Murph, give me a call, I'll tell you. I got a day's worth of them for you. Pat Adcox, Jessica Tooten, Michelle Treadway McGill, Lindsay Griffith Isham, Elaine Minot Wilkerson,
David Rains, yeah, and a friend of mine, Tammy Sue. She's a friend of mine up in Ohio, but we won't hold that against her. Now, here's some one of the birthday girls.
Yeah, Danielle Honeycutt, good friend of ours, and they are celebrating a little bit early for her birthday and had some tickets right down in the glass, right down there at the goal at the Ice Bears game, and invited us to go with them, and we really appreciate that. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Now, that's Danielle there being hugged by the bear, not the bear with the beard, the bear with the orange hair.
So not the bear on the left side of the screen there, just the bear on the right.
No, it's actually the bear on the left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I look like the bear on the right a little bit, but But
Yeah.
we had a wonderful time. And once again, hey, if you hadn't seen the Ice Bears, go. But happy birthday to Danielle.
Yeah, and if you have your birthday coming up, send us that information. Send us pictures. We love baby pictures.
And we
any of
like
that
the
stuff.
embarrassing pictures
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah.
But now we're heading into other interest, which is brought to you by the Rec.
The REC, the Rockwood Event Center, is housed in the Rockwood Event Center and Museum. And they will host your parties, your weddings, your receptions, any of your special events. And they also have a good schedule of events of their own. They have John Snyder comes through on occasion. Cody McCarver from Confederate Railroad is here quite often. But check their Facebook page for their schedule of events. It's a great place to see a show. And walking through the museum part, you can learn a bit about Rockwood and see some things you probably hadn't seen in a while. So
Yeah, so we've got some interesting other events. These other events, actually, we've had some people contact us. This is the Raise Your Voice Music Festival. Now, this is coming up March 19th, but we wanted to tell you about this because they were looking for help. They're looking for donations. They're looking for sponsors. All of this does benefit the St. Jude's Children's Hospital, the Research Hospital, there at the Princess Theater. You can see at the bottom there, if you do make a donation to fundraising.stjude.org/Raise Your Voice Music Festival. Again, there's the information. They got all kinds of different performances. Now, this rebrand is a new production company that you can reach on Facebook. Now, if you'd again like to be a sponsor, if you'd like more information, tell them you saw it here on the community news on Small Town Network. But look for the rebrand. It's called The Rebrand on Facebook. You can find it there. And if you'd like to donate, again, you can go to that website there at the bottom. So we appreciate that. Please, folks, do reach out. That's a good cause. And we hope you'll help out. Now, here's other interest. Now, this is also coming up March 19th, but you can sign up right now, and I would sign up in advance. It's the Little Golden Book Junk Journal class. And this is actually where they will convert little golden books and make them into supposedly amazing little journals. That's at the Wassam building in Rockwood. It's $30 per person, but you can sign up right now at our sponsors Bushel and a Peck.
yeah, it's a Wassam building there. It used to be the old Highway Patrol building on 27 there.
Yeah, so awesome. Thank you to those folks who have reached out. We appreciate you doing so. And again, if you have anything that you're trying to get people involved in, just send us that information. And John is going to tell you how you can do that.
Yeah, you can reach us at Gmail. That's smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. Don't forget the live, smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. Or you can just message us on Facebook at the Small Town Network. And we'd love to hear from you. I know we're getting close. It's going to be yard sale season soon. We want to hear about that. We want to help promote that for you. And you got an embarrassing picture of your wife, your husband, your sister, your brother. Hey, get those to us on their birthday, and we'd be happy to show those for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, thank you to all the folks at Rockwood High School. Very excited. If your high school wants to get involved, all that information that John just gave you, just contact us, send us information. We would love to get that happening with all the schools here.
Yeah, it'd be a great resource for you to get your fundraising information out. We'd love to help you.
Yeah, so again, thank you. Don't forget Rockwood High School students and parents and faculty. We will be doing an exclusive post tomorrow with just that special Heather Haley package. You can also watch it in HD on our YouTube channel, Small Town Network. There's our old train. We are live right here in downtown Rockwood at the Wilk Production Studios. So again, folks, you can hear the music in the background. That's our Ukrainian friends. We of course, send our prayers out to them. Touchy situation there. But again, folks, we hope you have a great week. Happy President's Day. And again, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
And we hope you have a great week. Thank you.
Have a safe week.
Thank you for watching. Listen to that train.
Bye.